Police cars, and the officers are searching a vehicle here. So they have the guy right here. Good, sir. Yeah. He asked, how's my night going? So we're recording for his safety, make sure he's okay. So he seems to be okay. He's got his feet crossed. Here comes a undercover looking at me recording. He's got nothing to say about it. Yeah, you can just keep doing your job, bud. He said, who's this guy with the camera and the microphone? Yeah, these undercovers don't like being recorded, man. These plainclothes guys. So, and I have a makeup mirror in my hand. That's probably why he's looking at my mirror. My mirror is so in case they want to spotlight me, I can just raise it in front of my face and it throws the light back at him. And because these lights will damage your retinas, but I don't think these cops understand that. So this one here was pretty professional, but some of them will spotlight you and it can damage the retinas of your eyes. It can cause you to have color issues or even sight issues. Because, you know, if you have those spotlights in your face for too long, you know how you see the white lights and the spots after? That's because your eyes have been damaged by the light and they're trying to focus again. It's not, oh, I see spots because of a bright light. No, your eyes have been maybe not permanently damaged, but your eyes, that's why you have to sit and get your focus back again or wait for the spots to stop because your eyes are damaged. So, and that's why if you ever buy a mag light, look on the box where it says do not shine directly in the eyes of a person, or do not shine directly into the eyes. That's the warning on the box. But some law enforcement officers don't understand that, or maybe they just don't care because, well, they have a badge and they can do what they want. So it doesn't pertain to everybody. It's if the shoe fits, wear it. So, yeah, they're really wondering who I am. Now they're over here searching the car. I'm kind of staying with this guy, and over here I don't want to keep walking back and forth behind their police car. Although I can, the sidewalk's open. I don't want to get tased or anything for being a suspect. Especially right now with the way everything's going. So are they going to let this guy go then? Because they're being awful friendly with him. He's really like just chatting it up. Which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being cordial or polite, mannered, well-mannered. But they got you in handcuffs and they're going through your car. They have you in handcuffs sitting on cold concrete. It's kind of cool out tonight. There's a breeze. And they're going through your car. Let's see. Oh, yeah, right there. Sorry, I'm coughing. I think it's these trees right here. I think I have an allergy or something. Yeah, he pulled some stuff out and put it on top of the car. So we're on Foothill in Rialto. See if any guys from Rialto area know where I'm at. If you look there. Yeah, I need to get some water. I have water in my car. I do not have coffee tonight. Under the prescription of the wife, I'm drinking water. She prescribed me water. Said that's what I'm to drink. So they are really combing this car. And I'm wondering why they have the plain clothes out here. Why they called the plain clothes out here for this. That guy goes, who's this guy? Who's this guy with the microphone and the iPhone? Yeah, he said, how's your night going? I said, yeah, it's pretty good so far. This is my first Copwatch of the night. I wasn't even going to come to Rialto. I was like, I'm just going to stay local. And I decided to go for a drive. Get out of the house. This guy's stopping. Let's see what what she's stopping for. She is stopping. He asked, do you have a jacket in the car? Yeah, he said he's getting cold. It is. There's kind of a breeze out. There's getting kind of windy right now. I don't know if you could see the trees moving. Yeah, I guess you can. But they threw him a sweat jacket. Oh, you guys threw him a hoodie. That's not good. Cops and hoodies don't mix. This car over here just turned off their engine. I wonder if she's related. But the reason I record and the reason I'm recording right now is for the reasons of George Floyd, Rayshard Brooks, Breonna Taylor, Philando Castile, Alton Sterling. I mean, I can go on and on. It's important to record because your camera just might tell the truth. And I know a lot of people are trying to defend the cops on the Rayshard Brooks shooting. And I'm not saying Rayshard Brooks was in the right. Rayshard Brooks did everything wrong. But that still didn't warrant... Oh, okay. He unhandcuffed him so he could put his hoodie on. That still didn't warrant an execution, Okay, car's starting up now. So I was wondering why that cop was staring over there. He unhandcuffed him so he could put his hoodie on and then rehandcuffed him. So, I mean, the guy's being cool. The cop is okay. He could have told him no. I think with the camera, though, they don't want to do that. So, but I'm trying to stand non-threatening here, just record. I was going to ask the cop, you know why I'm recording, right? And I was going to tell him the same thing I just told you guys why I'm recording. But it's getting... Oh, that must be the 1185 clipboard. Is that the 1185 clipboard? Good evening, sir. So that has to be the 1185 clipboard there. So the canine just noticed I'm out here. He'll settle down in a minute when I just stand here. They're not going to be able to turn in there. You have to turn it right there. Yeah, that car that was getting ready to turn, I pointed, I said, turn in right here behind me. Took off up the street. I don't know what that was about. Oh. I'm trying to hear what they're saying. I don't know what they're talking about. I couldn't tell. Looked like they were talking about watering the lawn or something. So this officer's still going through. Oh, he's taking off, I guess. You too, sir. I'm sorry? I couldn't hear you. Oh, no, sir. Huh? No. Well, I know a couple. I don't know their names, but that I see out here. Yeah, most of the cops are professional, but the only reason I record is for incidences like, well, you know, the George Floyd thing now, Philando Castile. So if someone had not been recording, they would have gotten away with something they shouldn't have. So. Oh, the East Coast is bad, especially Jersey and NYPD. Well, it's the country too. NYPD and Jersey, they're a lot harder than out here. California, it's, hey, how you doing? Jersey is like, yo, what's up? You know. So there's like an attitude difference between the West Coast and the East Coast, I think. Yeah, there's a lot of I don't know, there's a lot of professional officers here. I mean, there's a few that have acted up. That's why I have the mirror now, so when they hit their spotlight, put it like that, because it can damage your retinas, but they don't know that sometimes. So. You know
how people are saying reform, right? Do you think if they just adopt California Post and say that'll be nationwide, do you think that'll solve problems?
It probably could. I mean, the biggest thing is when a bad cop does something, and there are bad cops, the good cop needs to turn them in and not go, oh, he's just having a bad day. No. Yeah. Right, but there's cops that turn their head sometimes and go, he's just done that. No, you need to say, hey, chief, this guy, he's, you know, that's what and then it would be better for them. They're treated unfairly because, you know, right, and so they need to get him in another department. So that's why the biggest argument is, you know, if you want to be treated fairly, get rid of that jerk over there keeps going out to the neighborhoods and cussing people out. Then you go out there and you're a pig. You're like, whoa, what? Well, that cop last week. Well, yeah, but, you know, so.
There's a time and place. You get gangsters that come straight out of prison.
Right, and you have to use force sometimes, but you get cops, I've seen it where they're human, but just on this job, you can't lose your temper and start beating someone because you're pissed. You know. So not every cop does that, but it depends how busy it is. Yeah, I just saw your cherries and berries. I said, oh, what's on here? So,
How often do you do it?
usually every weekend. So, and I've saved the cops too. We had in Ukaipa, they had an off-duty cop that got into it with a deputy, and then he made a complaint and said the deputies assaulted him and threw him on the ground and handcuffed him. And they said, Jimmy was filming across the street. They went and looked up my video, and the only thing the cop did was go like that because the guy was pointing at him. And they said to the guy, well, we looked at a video and they did none of what you said.
Your name is Jimmy?
Yes, sir.
My name's Eric Foster.
Oh, I didn't see. Yeah, probably. You too, sir. Thank you. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard that. That was. I'm gonna leave that in. That's a cool cop there. So. Yeah, and like I was telling him, you know, this will probably be nothing, and we'll probably end up just leaving. But you know, you get the cops that are jerks. You want it on video because you want people to see what really happened. And then, like for him, he was very professional, so his department will get to see how professional he is. Oh, they have a guy in there. See, someone else is in the back of the car. So we have a guy here. He'll probably be let go. That's probably the passenger. And then they have what in here is probably the driver. Or it could be vice versa. This guy could have a warrant. You never know. So, but yeah, the one I was telling him about in Ukaipa just now, you guys may have heard me talking. The off-duty cop, I guess, got into it with one of the deputies, and I was recording it, and he tried to make a complaint or something, and he tried to make a complaint, and they were like, well, Jimmy was recording that night. So yeah, he was asking where I worked, and I said, no, I don't work there. Because when I'm out here cop watching, you know, when I'm recording people, this is where I work. So pretty much this is my job when I'm out here. This is pretty much what I do. So people say, do you work here or do you work there? I'm like, no. The answer is just always no. No. Because I try to separate my occupation from this, which is the way to do it. You know, I'm not representing my company. I'm not representing where I work. I'm representing YouTube and Community Leo Watch channel on YouTube. So that one over there is, I don't know what he's doing. Does he have somebody over there too? He was on the phone, but it looked like he was on the ground. Oh, he's going into a car. So, and I've had officers to ask me not to film their unmarks and stuff, and that's a no now. I'm going to do it anyway. I mean, just because I've had to, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I guess what I'm saying is I'm going to film everything I can now. I'm just think I'm all out of favors. You know what I mean? I'm just out here to record cops, man. But that's what I was telling him. I carry this makeup mirror because cops tend to throw their spotlight on my face. And one cop in Highland did that, and I couldn't, literally, and I'm not exaggerating, I couldn't see for 3 minutes. All I saw was white spots and a white line going across both eyes from the light. I had to wait even to drive off. I had to sit and wait for 3 minutes before I could see again. That kind of bullshit is going to stop, because that's why I have a mirror. And I'll just hold the mirror in front of my face, and it can light up the mirror. So, but I was telling him, no, I was saying that, you get one cop that goes out and he's a dick, so the good cops, other cops are treated unfairly because that one guy's a dick. Get rid of him. Send him to another department. I know you guys are like, no, fire him. Yeah, that too. I'm not opposed to that. But I mean, if I was a police officer in a department and I'd have had a guy that was a total dick, and I was being treated unfairly, I would be like, can we get rid of him, man? Because he's giving me a hard time. He's causing me to get treated unfairly. So this will probably be a long video, but you guys can pretty much oops, I'm steadying my phone. Yeah, and I was like telling him too, I'm recording because if nobody had recorded George Floyd, or if Philando Castile hadn't have been on camera, or any of those, they would have got away with something they shouldn't have got away with. They would have got away with a crime, pretty much. So are they waiting? So are they waiting on the tow truck then? Because the tow truck's getting ready to turn left. Yeah, I wasn't even looking at my camera while I was talking to him. So hopefully that's good interaction. I know you guys couldn't hear his side of the conversation, but he was basically just asking me what I do. First he asked me if I worked at a certain place, and I said, no, I don't work there. And that's the answer. Anytime somebody says, do you work at? No. When I'm out here cop watching. So they are going to go ahead and put this guy in the car. They're going to put him on the other side. So I guess he's going too. Now we got a female here. Oh, they're going to put him in this car, I think. Yeah, she's opening her car door so they can put him in, doing a Terry frisk and put him in. There's no reason for me to record it, but at the moment, because it's they're being pretty cordial with him. I'm probably going to take off once they get him in the car, because there's really no reason to stay now. It looks like they are going to arrest both these guys and tow the car. I'm not sure what the plain clothes are out here for, though. Unless this was some type of drug bust, which it could have been. So yeah, anytime anybody says, do you work at, I say, no, I don't. I'm only cop watching. That's what I do. So are these guys taking off with the suspects then? Looks like they might be. So Yeah, the undercovers are not. I keep saying undercovers, but they're plain clothes. The plain clothes are taken off, and they're gonna tow the car. So I'll stay for a sec here. Oh, he had to spit out his gum. He let him spit his gum on the ground. That's okay. I mean, it's biodegradable, I think. Well, it's going to be tire degradable in a minute when somebody runs over it. They tried to squeeze through and they couldn't make it. So they had two plainclothes cars out here, two unmarks. Fuck did they have two unmarks here for? Or was one of them just off duty and they called him in? No, they had two plain unmarks out here. That's interesting. The other one's coming around this. Oh no, he's sitting over there. I can see the top of his car. He's backing up to let him out. I'm waiting on them to leave the the unmarks. I don't want to leave until the unmarked cars are gone. He's telling him to do something with the car. Is he telling him to move it so he can get out or something? There comes somebody down the street. Sound like he said Facebook. No, I'm recording him. I'll tell you guys if he does anything, because he's. I think he's looking on YouTube to see if I'm live or Facebook. So he was really looking at me. I thought he was gonna do a hand gesture. So I was gonna. Yeah, that dude in the back of the car is looking at me. What is he doing? Yeah, I might stay till they're gone completely. Might be a good idea because they'll be gone in a minute here. And I don't want to be standing over at my car if they drive up on me. Can you see your ID? And why are you recording? And most cops, like I was saying to him, though, you know, I just have to disagree with people sometimes on the fact that I think there are pretty good cops out here. I try to treat them fairly. The only time I give a cop attitude is if he has first given it to me. And then I just play a little verbal tennis with him and, you know, smack it back at him. And it becomes a smack fest. But and that's not if you know, I mean, if he gives me a lawful order, then sure. I mean, if like he goes, we're going to tape this off, or I'm getting ready to rope this off, it's a crime scene area, sure, I'll back up. You know, I'll be like, sure. But if he's just doing a traffic stop and he's looking in the car and I'm 70 feet away and he says, can you back up, go back to that light pole? I'm like, fuck you, you know. So let's say they told me, go back to the Wells Fargo sign there. I'd have been like, you're out of your mind. That's what I would have said. You know what I mean? If they would have said, yeah, can you back up to the Wells Fargo sign back there and give us some room? I'd be like, are you crazy right now? You done smoke some weird ass California herb. So that's kind of an example of how I, you know. Sorry these videos are so long, but like I said, you guys can always scroll through them. Zip, 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 zip. But, I really don't want to leave now until they're gone. I want them to know we're holding them accountable. Not that they have been unprofessional. They've all been pretty professional. But you know, the minute I walk over to my car, that one right there will pull up on me and be like, hey, you got ID? Yeah, I need to see your driver's license. For what? Something. That's what they'll say. So, yeah, this dude in the back of the car is wondering why I'm recording him. And I'm not saying anything to him because I don't want the cop to say, well, now you're impeding or now you're obstructing me or whatever. Oh, he has the paperwork. That's so he can take the car. This is a nice little couple. I didn't think I was going to be out here for almost 45 minutes, though. But, so we'll see. Now, he doesn't have a spotlight. I was going to say we'll see, but if this guy here spotlight me, I was going to put the mirror in my face. So, and then they're taking the car. Let's see. I want to see what he's going to do. I think he took off, I think. But, yeah, I had some deputies one time say, you know, if you could just edit out our unmarked vehicles. And I did it, but I'm not doing it no more. Because, you know, you do them a favor, and then I got fucked in the ass by another deputy from that department for some bull. So I was like, you know what, I'm not doing you guys no favors no more. So there's the guy's car. I'm going to move over a little so he can see down the road. He needs to turn out with that guy's car. Yep. I was looking to see if that unmarked stopped down here somewhere. Oh, no, that's him turning up there. Hey, guys. We're done with this one.